Well, I don't think anybody was in the room was ready for what they watched today, both for players missing as well as how we played. I hope y'all know I'm almost allergic to zone, but man, our kids were so special today. I couldn't be more proud of them. Oh, good Lord, you know, he's put some challenges in front of us, and you just wonder, you know, I'm a pretty fleshy guy, and you wonder why and how come, and then you go out there and watch that for the next 2 hours, and you just see kids just playing their hearts out, just absolutely just playing their hearts out. Shaylee just really was special today. Got, you know, just put our team on her back and led us, did a great job at the point, had 1 turnover, 3 assists, went 5 for 10 from the floor, and just really managed our team. I mean, that was, I don't think we had any fast break points, which was probably by design. We needed it to be I told them we needed to have the score in the 50s or low 60s today, just because of the absence of 41 points and 20-something rebounds sitting over there on our bench. But, man, when you sit there and you watch that for 2 hours, just watch those kids play their heart out, really functioned at a high level, executed something that we hadn't worked a whole lot on. You can't do anything but be proud of them. And it's hard to win, y'all. Hard to win in this league. That team out there is really good. Katrina does a great job with them. You know, they were in Norman a week ago, and it was a 2-point game with 5 to go. And so they're more than capable, and I think they're really physical. I thought Taylor, Amo, Amina, and Hattie really answered the bell today after maybe not winning their battles on Wednesday. I thought they really answered the bell today. So, and we're going to give God the glory for number 19, and hope to get some people healthy here in the next few days.
Vic, to start, is there a medicine? You might as well just set it in your opening statement.
I should have said it in my opening statement. Yeah, you know, Danny, she's had something that's kind of lingered throughout the year. It happened, I don't know if you remember, when she sat down real hard in front of our bench way back early in the season. I don't know if you remember, but she sat down on the floor real hard, and it's been something she's been getting treatment off and on for, and she just stepped wrong yesterday in half-court offense and tweaked her hamstring. So obviously we're going to be really careful with that. She wanted to play really bad today. Dad was here. Family was here, but just we needed to be really careful with her. So I hope it's day-to-day. I mean, I do. And when we talked about Deanna earlier in the week, I thought Deanna was going to – she did too. She thought she was going to try to play today, but she practiced Thursday, Friday, did not respond well to Thursday, and so we just have to be – I mean, she's really uncomfortable. So there's your 10-minute ticker on our update on injuries. Rory,
appreciate that.
On the other side, Rory is walking and fired up about walking. So there you go.
Katrina said she probably counted like 8 possessions. Y'all had played zone the entire season, so I'm kind of wondering why the zone and how much did you hate having to go to that?
Yeah, it's like poison, man. I don't know. But I think my kids were pretty fired up about it. They, you know, mainly because of our depth issues, and you know, we felt like that, you know, we could guard them a little bit better. They're really good getting downhill and off the bounce, and I was just really, if she counted 8 possessions, boy, I'd like to know where they are. I can't remember 8 during the year, but We've worked on it like sparingly, but it's been a while, and we went through it today in shoot around. And here's what's some of my best teams have been really good in the matchup. I mean, some of my best teams have been really good, but this team won't. They don't want to talk and communicate. And this morning when we went to it, I sounded like a parakeet shop, which is what you want. And I think they were more worried about were they in the right place or not, and so they were really what you want them. They're aware, and so it. I felt like I told my staff, we're going to play some zone today, and just as because of didn't want to get in foul trouble, and I felt like we could guard them a little bit, and these kids just really. They were so special, man. They took that in a 5-minute deal. It's the last thing we did this morning, and took it and just. But you have Amina and Jock up there at the top of it. Kind of hard to see around those two. Both of them got their hands on some passes today, so might have to pull it out of the closet.
Is it nice to know?
Huh?
Nice to know you can do it?
Yeah, for sure. I think our kids liked it. I think they enjoyed it, and I tell you what, we did well out of it. We rebounded fairly well out of it. It's always hard to rebound out of a zone. Shaylee got some big rebounds for us on the backside. She had 6 defensive rebounds, and Amo had some really tough rebounds in there, 16 points and 7 rebounds, and 8 out of 11 at the free throw line. So we talked about getting to the free throw line in our pregame. We wanted to get there 30 times. We got there 29. And, again, I thought our kids were tough today, y'all, which was something we addressed the last couple of days.
Taylor, you finished 1 rebound shy of a double-double and 3 blocks shy of a triple-double. What was working tonight, really just – and how does it feel to be able to have, this kind of performance and hope to string along some more in these next coming games?
After our last game in practice, Coach really challenged us to be a lot more physical. And in the practices, I sort of just reminded myself that I can. And also, we focus a lot on defense, and I'm really tall and really long. And so just getting over there and helping our guards and just being able to block shots and being in the right spot in the right time and just being more aware on defense. But we just worked a lot on defense the last 2 practices. And then on offense, just trying to be as strong as possible. We knew coming into it that they were going to be a really scrappy team. And so just trying to be strong and boxing out and finishing shots and blocking shots too. So it just worked tonight.
And just for Shaylee, when you got to notice that you're going to be running the point, how does that mindset switch from being the scorer to the game manager and being able to make sure everything goes on all the P's and Q's?
Yeah, obviously learning as the 2 guard, I'm able to watch, Maddie and Rory, what they did, and just being ready for the call whenever Coach needed it, being composed, knowing my role, and then just, trying to tell the team, being a leader, telling them what to do, where to go, and it worked tonight.
Shaylee, what was it like for you emotionally knowing this, it's not your usual spot on the court and, going to sleep last night and just getting ready for the game?
Yeah, mentally, I was ready for it. I was prepared. I was very confident, and I know I can do that spot for him and do what he needs.
And then for Taylor, after the game on Wednesday, Coach came in saying that practice on Thursday is going to be tough. And, giving up that many points.
I did not say that. I just said we were going to have one.
But giving up that many points on Wednesday night and then coming out here today and doing that performance, how much was at the talk of the locker room knowing that what y'all showed on Wednesday wasn't y'all's MO? And you wanted to prove to everyone that coming out here today, we can play defense really well.
Yeah, so in the practice on Thursday, like I said, we just focused a lot on defense, and that was all we did, was just all defense. I don't think that I shot 1 basket during that practice, and that's what we needed. In that game, we scored 87 points, And so offense wasn't the issue, but we let them have 91. And so it was obviously our defense was the issue. And so we needed to amp it up and we needed to come out and do better. And I think having Maddie out just like also made everyone step up even more. Like we knew coming into this game that we were going to have to play really, really hard and we needed to come out with a win. And especially with her going down, I think that just raised everyone's awareness and just focus a lot more.
Both Vic and Shaylee, what did you think of the minutes you guys got from Jock and Amina at the 3 today?
I thought they both did awesome. I feel like it's super important for us to have length at the top of that 15 defense, and they were just causing problems for them. The other team didn't know what to do, didn't know what to run, and they got a lot of deflections.
Yeah, I'm really proud of those two. Happy for both of them. Jock obviously really gave us some good quality minutes. Had 8 points, 3 rebounds in about 14 minutes, and did a really nice job. Had an assist and a steal. And again, I've told y'all I need her to be better. I need to coach her better and get her better because I think the kid can be really good. And I love the kid. So I'm happy for her. I'm glad she can give us some quality minutes that she gave today. And you know, I told Amina before the game, we got to get her back playing like she was earlier in the year when she was starting and had some big games for us. So I thought she relaxed and played pretty well and pretty hard today. She blew that wide open layup. I don't know what she was trying to do. I think she tried to put it in her left hand, and she came out of that layup like, what am I doing? Which is what I was thinking too. But, you know, kid played really hard. And, again, her and Jock at the top of that zone it creates some problems. And I thought Shaylee did a good job of denying. Her and Shay were denying the wings a little bit. And so it's just kind of hard to get into anything from there. And Taylor was really good early defensively. She altered shots, blocked shots, got some tough rebounds, and I thought she set the tone that you weren't going to come in the lane and score on us tonight, and I thought that was big for us. So good to get those kids going for sure.
Coach, the jacket only lasted 1 quarter. Why is that?
Well, to be honest with you, I debated whether to even put a tie on today because I knew I was going to be working, and it crossed my mind to roll up my sleeves, but because I wanted my kids to know, man, I'm in the fight with them. It was kind of hot in there today, wasn't it?
Yes.
I thought it was, but you know, I told them before we came out. I said, hey, I was excited for the opportunity. I knew we had some adversity. I likened it to being in a fishing tournament or a golf tournament on the second day, and the wind blowing 30, and you're on the leaderboard, and your opponents, if they're just out there to have fun or drink beer, they're not going to compete. Like they can't wait to get out of that environment. But if you're really in it to win it, when it's blowing 30 and you're trying to catch a tournament fish on the coast, man, that's when I like it. That's when it gets hard. That's when it just gets right for me. In a golf tournament, if I'm ever in a golf tournament and I'm up there with my partner in a leaderboard and the wind's blowing 30, we look at each other and go, hey, this is good because everybody else is ready to get this 4-hour round over. If it's raining and they don't call it and you got to play in the rain, that's when it gets right for us. So I told them, I go, hey, we got some adversity today. Obviously we got 3 starters out. Like, I'm excited about the opportunity. I was excited to see my team play. I knew Shaylee was going to play good and she was going to help lead our team. I told her, you're 6-year senior. It's your job today. Embrace it. So I was excited about the opportunity. I really was. I was excited to see them play. I knew Jock was going to have to play. I knew Mina was going to play some out of position. And I knew I was going to play some zone.
This one's for Coach. When Cincinnati brought the full court press out a few times late in the game, the team seemed pretty calm. How often do y'all practice that, and kind of what's the mindset for dealing with that?
We've actually had to practice it a lot. Once Rory went out, it seems like everybody's tried to press us, but we've really handled it well. Booker's been really good. Shaylee's had to adapt and maybe give her a break. And I thought Shaylee was great today. The only turnover we had was one pass from Shay backwards. And so I think everybody knows what their job is on our team when we see it. And I think we're pretty aggressive attacking it. I told them, they press us, go lay it in. That was our mindset. We didn't go lay it in, but we broke the press. So, again, I think Shaylee, she doesn't have to play that position a lot, but I think she's really comfortable there. I think last year, her having to play it early, while it might have been a nightmare for her at times, she was great. She got us through a really tough time. And then she's going to be better for it down the line in her career. So I think tonight she was better because of what she had to experience a year ago. And so she wasn't, to me, Shaylee had a presence tonight on the floor. She had and it permeated through my team. She never once was shook or anything. She had a real presence, and I thought that made other people have a real calming effect as well. So it was good to see.
Coach, in terms of Madison, you guys this week, you don't have the usual Saturday, Tuesday, or Saturday, Wednesday turnaround. You get that extra day on Thursday. How much do you think that'll help from in terms of the chances of getting her back? And then just your thoughts on getting another crack at Baylor in a brand new arena on ESPN Thursday night.
Well, I'm hopeful that the extra day will help her. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm encouraged that it's going to make a difference, but I mean, I know she'll be getting 3 and 4 treatments a day, and we're certainly going to be really careful with her. I know this; she wants to play. That kid don't like sitting over there, and so, but we'll be taking good care of her and treating her over the next few days, and we'll just see how it shakes out. But this team, these kids, they'll be ready. They'll be excited about the opportunity, and whoever can play, I promise you, these kids are going to play really hard and do everything they can do. And as bad as Wednesday night was defensively, I thought they responded really well today, and that shows some character. I was anxious to see their response, and they showed a lot of character, I thought, today.
Coach, when they checked out of the game for the final time, it seemed like you gave a hug to both Shaylee and Shay. Were there any kind of words that you told them in that moment, or was it just kind of like I'm proud of what you did today kind of hug?
That's what as I told them both. I said, I'm really proud of them. I thought they really played well. I thought they, again, played with some presence about them. Again, Shaylee led our team. But that's what I expect from somebody like her, because I know she can do it, and I want her to do more. I've always asked her to do more. And, we've been really blessed here for 2 years to have her here. She's made a big impact in our program. And today might not have been a bigger day for her because of the limitations that we had and how she handled it. I think we played the way we played because it's all started with her.
On that same note, Coach, after the Eyes of Texas, you talked to Amo for a solid 5 minutes. What was that conversation about? Was that another just great game conversation?
Yeah, I'll probably share that with you at another time. It was just kind of it's kind of a personal conversation between her and I, and I'll be glad to share it with you at another time. Just not today, but I was really proud of her too. She battled. She smoked a couple of layups she had early, kind of missed them, and she knew it. Boy, she said, man, I got to make my layups. And but she really battled. I thought she had some big rebounds for us today. Played really hard, and played a lot of minutes. Played 34 minutes, almost 35 minutes. So that was big for us. And again, I think she enjoyed playing 15 defense a little bit, getting down there on that end and being able to rest a minute and stand there before having to chase somebody around. So I'm proud of her. She really played hard and played well today. So
Just for all three of y'all, what is it like to see the Moody Center kind of so packed out and see so many people, in the stands really coming out to support y'all? Yeah, what does that feel like, and how great was it to have them here today?
I think having not only just playing in this amazing arena, but having great fans that create an environment like we had tonight is a great feeling, and I think it definitely helps us. I was a little surprised with how many people showed up with how we looked last game, but I'm really thankful that everyone got to see. And I know after the game, it's really cool hearing like the little girls or the kids telling us like this was the first time I've come to one of your games and I'm going to come back. And so I think that just shows the impact of what we're doing and how hard we play, and hopefully we can inspire some people in the crowd. And so it's just really nice being able to play here and in front of these great fans.
Yeah, I'd say that it's amazing. It's awesome, and we're super grateful for the fans that come out. The more, the better, obviously. It brings more energy, and it's more exciting into the game.
Well, Danny asked me that question the other day at media, and we've had some decent crowds. We've had some, and our crowds are loud. They did everything they could Wednesday night to help us get us home, and we just wouldn't oblige them. But I thought they were great again today. I hope they weren't bored watching us stand around in a 3-2 zone. But it's just what it took. But we appreciate them. We've got some really loyal fans, and again, they're the choir. I need them to build the congregation, and so I always tell them, bring somebody with you. And I think the more new people that come in and watch these kids play, they're going to come back, and you can't help but appreciate how hard they play, and you can't help but, if you've got a little boy or a little girl, you can't help but go, hey, I want you, David, to play like Rory, or I want you to play like her, you to play like Shaylee, Taylor, Amo, whoever. I just think that our kids, I tell them all the time, you never know who's watching, and you never know the impact that you have. And, we appreciate everybody in there tonight, and it makes it a whole lot of fun for these kids, and they deserve it. Trust me. You come to a practice, you'll see real quick how hard these kids work, and the price that they pay to have that, out there. So we appreciate them. Again, 19-3. It's pretty amazing with everything we've had to go through, quite frankly. And we'll give God the glory and move on and get ready for number 20, whenever that's coming. All right, praise the Lord and hook 'em horns.